So the reason why I need a new winch drum is the following. As you can see, the winch drum got the rope for the jib and the rope for the main sheet, and when I turn the winch, they tangle. As you can see, this is not really running well. And same for the other side, and that's due to the fact that this sail drum only got one stage basically, so everything winds onto the same surface. So I went into my computer, opened up Fusion and go to my winch drum, open this on this little dot, and as you can see, the winch drum is now illuminated. And as you can see, this is the current design. There's only one gear basically, and down here I have all my variables in this drawing, so I can go into my first sketch, move that to the workspace and add a little triangle right here and have a new winch. To add this triangle, I just point a line, point another line and remove the center line. I'm then increasing this space by, let's say, 2 millimeters, so we are at 6, and this changes every parameter around it, and we have a little more space to work on. Now let's finish that, do a little chamfer on here and on here, let's say 1 millimeter, and hit OK or Enter. And this is the finished part. We can now click on Print and Save as Mesh. Go to Cura and say OK. Cura automatically starts in this Artillery Sidewinder X1 because this is the last one I use. I changed that to my FL7 QQS Delta printer, and to select this part I can easily grab that and pull it to the middle. If this part is too far off from center, I usually press Ctrl A to take all parts and then go to my position the part and hit 0 on all positions. And this usually puts my part right in the middle of the bed, like here. So now we just need to turn it around, lay that flat, and now you can see it's all printable. As you can see, these 45-degree chamfers are good to print, and the hollow part, the inside, just gets some support. Now, by slicing that on a standard setting, this is a 3-hour print. In the settings section, we can type in support or sub. Go to generate support, click OK. Have a look on the slider to the middle. This is how the support looks like, so we can turn down to around about 10%. I think a little less should work as well. Slice again and repeat that until we have a finished print. With these 10%, I can then save to a disk or can save directly to the SD card, which is right here. Put the SD card into my computer. The SD card automatically opens. I can remove the last part, yes, so I don't get confused. And then I can save to removable. Eject this movable drive, take the card out and start the print. Print this part. I usually go to print, take my part, which is Windentrommel or winch drum in Germany, say confirm, and need to wait for my bed to heat up and then for my nozzle to heat up. In the meantime, I usually clean this bed with some acetone or with some spiritus, and from time to time I also clean the nozzle. But I think in this situation this should work fine. It looks kind of like a mess, but it works and I don't bother. This printer is now 5 years old. I have used it with a clean and with a dirty bed, It's all the same, to be honest. I just need to get it done. We are printing with PLA between 190 and 210 degrees. This is from filamentworld.de in glass or clear glass in a 1 kilogram roll with a 1.75 millimeter filament. This filament is kind of clear and gives me good results. I also run my extruded down low, so this Paladin tube, which is changed to Capricorn, then is the shortest as possible when this head is down on the bed. Now finished printing, and as you can see we have 2 stages. What I did is send out some leftovers support, and then I drilled out these 2 holes and also these 2 holes so I can fit my sheets through. These sheets will then fit in there. To mount this winch drum I use a round servo horn, and here we have a little recess, and this fits perfectly on there. And after some CA glue I can demount this and wind on all the sheets. Speaking of sail drums and cheating systems, I got the question in the comment section from Isa how I run my Mainsheet and the jib sheet on my International 1 meter boat. So I brought my International 1 meter boat and show you. This is the winch down here. It's a twin stage winch drum. As we have just printed, you can see 3 lines, so in between 2 spaces. One is for winding on, it's this one, and one is for dewinding in terms of direction. Here is the hole that we just drilled on our new winch drum, and I added these washers so I can put some zip ties in between the washer and the winch drum to build some tension. This tension right now is loose for storing. This winch drum is uses just a little servo connector and no external battery. The sheet down there goes into this brass tube, which got some paint occasionally, and comes out here, then goes all the way to the back through this, which I talk about in a second, and through this pulley section down into the boat, down here, and again onto the winch drum. This right here is a little hook that you can find on any hardware store or in a fishing store. Just make sure it is stainless steel. Also the spring needs to be stainless steel. This rope or this sheet needs to be wound through this spring, so in case of a tangle you have a maximum tension, and also tension when you have no tangles, due to the fact that we have the spring in the middle. By adjusting this slider right here, I can adjust the spring tension. I have slided this slider on the sheet a little further front, and now you can see we have tension on this spring and a little less slag in the part in between. And now this sheet got some tension and nothing to tangle. The main sheet goes through this fishing pole hole, and the jib sheet goes through this pulley and through this little eye. So jib sheet comes in here, goes through there and hooks onto this stainless hook, and main sheet goes from the boom through the hole, through this pulley, and also parallel to the main sheet onto this hook. The reason why this is done the way it is that you can dewind the sheets. So by turning the winch, I can, I have no servo at the moment, but you basically push the sheets forward to the block, through the pulley and out of the little hole. I hope this answers this question. Next question is by Jean-Baptiste about the Claudio gadget, and this Claudio gadget question is asked quite a lot in the comment section. This gadget works as following. The Claudio gadget is a super simple tool to make some sails, but I find it pretty tricky to use. It consists out of a solid piece and a bendable piece. As a reference, I made a video a while ago, so as you can see, this is the bendable piece and the solid piece is corresponding to this straight mat. What you do is you bend the piece where the lower sail pattern is bonded with some double-sided tape to it, and then you stick down the bent pattern to the straight sail. So in this case, you fix the sail to this pattern and then fix the sail to this bendable piece, bend it out and stick it together. And if you want to see a video made by me about the Claudio gadget and how you use it, just let me know down in the comment section. That's it for this video. You know the deal. Like and subscribe, ask the question in the comment section, and see you in the next one. The next one will be not RC related, because right now I am printing for a wing foil to go out on the water, because I'm no longer allowed to kite with my twin tip, and therefore I need to change my sports.